everybody, and welcome back to Raven's Third Eye Tarot. I am your clairvoyant medium, Raven, here to give you guidance and clarity along your journey. I'm so excited to be here with everyone. If you are new to my channel, hi, welcome. Thank you for joining me. And to everybody, thank you for trusting me with your energies today. So in today's tarot picker group reading, we are going to take a look at the next time you see them. Them meaning your person, the person that you have on your mind right now in this reading. I do want you to have a very specific person in mind because that's going to not only help me channel into their energies and give you the best reading that I can for you and the most messages that are meant to find you today. But this will also help you intuitively pick which group is meant for you today. We will be doing this in a person A, person B format, but we are going to be taking a look at your current energies towards this connection, their current energies towards this connection, and then we're going to see what will be the next time you see them. And then advice moving forward, as always, of course. But if this reading interests you, mindfully tune into this reading so I can better tune into you. And let's get started. Welcome to the pick a group portion of your reading. Today we have 3 groups to choose from, and you will be choosing from these raw crystals. For group 1, you have the blue tourmaline. I hope that's in focus. Please pick your group using your intuition, whichever group you feel called to the most. That is the group that is meant for you today. Group 2, you have the raw tiger's eye. And group 3, you have the raw, wow, why'd that slip my mind? Rose quartz. Honestly, I'm even like, my throat chakra is being messed up. Group 3, you are very distracted right now. Like, I just keep getting that energy from you. So if that resonates with you, group 3 is probably your group. But please use your intuition, tune into yourself, into your body, whichever group you feel called to the most. That is the group that it will have the messages for you today. Once you have picked your group, you can click the description box below, click the timestamp of your group, and it will fast track you right to your reading. Hello, if you chose this raw blue tourmaline, you are group 1, and this is your reading. So in today's reading, we are going to have a look at the next time you see the person that is on your mind right now. I will be setting this reading up in a person A, person B format. That is so you can see which A or B resonates with your energy. Not every viewer is going to be the person A. Not every viewer is going to be the person B. So that just helps clear up any confusion and will help you better understand the reading and the messages. So we are going to start with your oracle card. This oracle card is your overarching energy in the connection. Your card says growth, plants, and is the number 19 in this deck. It's beautiful. When I channel, I will stutter, mumble, and jumble up my words, so let me just get that out real quick. I got a message that you or them like to hunt, or one of you really has a deep connection with the woods. You're always in the woods, they are always in the woods, or you or them really love nature and are in tune with nature. Somebody in this connection as well celebrates nature. Even it'll go as far as celebrating or worshiping. Maybe somebody kind of worships nature. As I see sparkles in the woods here, it's like a celebration. Somebody's really honoring nature, connected and celebrating nature here. But for this to be your overarching energy for the connection, I feel that I just heard stability. I feel that there is stability here, and I just heard whether you have granted that stability recently. For some, you may have had a situation be resolved, and that is granting you your stability. And if that's not your current energy, I feel like that's the energy that you're going to be stepping into, especially with the 19 here, because that's showing me 1, being a new beginning, and 9, you're closing out cycles. And I feel like in your life as well, for you, you're closing out a lot of cycles. And if you're not closing them out, you are becoming more aware of them and more self-aware. And that really has a strong role in this connection as well, I want to say. It's almost dependent on it in some ways, but I really don't want you to feel responsible for that in this connection. You know, it takes two to tango. You're not the only one that is meant to create the stability. You both have to meet, and I just heard you have to be on the same page. You have to kind of find your middle ground, meet in the middle. Compromising is needed on both ends, but there's potential here with growth and plants. And I feel like there are seeds being planted, and there have been seeds being planted. And I feel like some are questioning, are they going to grow? Should I grow it here? Should you move forward in some way, shape, or form? And as we dive into your reading, hopefully I can get those answers for you. I think that's all I'm picking up from this oracle card. I just heard growth and understanding. Have an open mind. Be somebody who is flexible. Somebody who's open to interpretation is what I heard. Something in this connection needs to be open to interpretation for you both to understand each other. For that to happen, somebody may have to be open and honest as well, I feel. Especially with the blue tourmaline. This crystal is associated with the throat chakra. Speaking your truth, honoring your truth, hearing, listening. I feel like you need to listen to their truth as well. They need to speak their truth to you as well. And that could then create more balance in your connection. But that is the overarching energy. And I do feel like there is potential to grow more, to be more. Even in yourself, because I feel like some of you are on this like self journey as well, whether that's like a side mission or this connection is kind of a side mission in itself in some way. That may resonate for somebody because that came out very specifically. But I'm going to set that there. I'm probably going to hold this. I don't need my labradorite. I need this. I feel like you may need help with your throat chakra. For some, honoring your truth rather than avoiding it. But and all my messages are with love, with your best interest in mind. I'm never here to scold you. Like that's not what this is. We're here to get clear, honest messages so we can best move forward for our own betterment, for our own health, our own well-being, our own best interests. Everybody's best interest. Correction. But anyway, we're going to dive right in, and we're going to see how person A feels towards this connection, what their energies are towards this connection. What are person A's energy in this connection, Spirit? Person A's energy towards this connection. What is person A's energy towards this connection? I just heard repeating. Somebody may be repeating cycles within this connection. Yeah, somebody doesn't feel heard. I'm sorry, I'm channeling so much right now, and these cards don't want to come out. I feel like a lot of anxiety. I feel like I'm buzzing right now. It's like distracting. Person A probably has a lot of anxiety when it comes to this connection. I feel like my throat chakra is closing. I feel like I have to take this. I am going to get clarifiers as well. Clarify the Five of Pentacles reversed. Okay. Somebody's determined to do better for themselves, for sure. Even in this connection, though, I feel like somebody's really ready to say something. Yeah, the Magician. To make moves. And I feel like whether the other person's involved or not, like this has to be done. Sorry, I had to situate so all the cards could kind of be a little more in the frame. Now, person B's energy towards this connection. Person B's energy. I feel like somebody's avoiding the connection. What is person B's energy towards this connection? Okay. Little cold, little judgy. A little like hidden, not wanting to actually say the more harder things that are on their mind right now. They probably need some time to cool off a little bit. I feel like they're in hiding, but they want to know, like they want to know information, but they're not going to make the first move to speak. That is definitely person B's energy. Yeah, that wants to come out too. Queen of Cups reversed. Clarify. The Queen of Swords. Aww. What is person B's energy towards this connection? Okay, you want to be there? Okay. Okay. But the back of the deck energy is the Magician and the Nine of Pentacles for person B. Look at that energy. Okay. They are kind of honing and owning and being in their own power. And I just heard like, cause I have to be, this is what I got to do. Let me do it. They're kind of reacting to whatever person A is doing, rather than responding. But I feel like, especially with the Queen of Swords reversed, I don't feel like there's communication here. I feel like person A, I'm sorry, I'm just going off on it. Let me see. Okay, in the back of the deck energy, just to be fair, for person A is the Eight of Cups and the Three of Cups in reverse. Oh, somebody's kind of dipping and dodging, kind of leaving person B. I just heard in the dust. That doesn't mean that's what they're doing, but that is the energy of it. If you resonate with person B, you may then feel that way, that you're being left in the dust. Because person A, okay, they're really determined in life. They're determined to make more of themselves, make something of their life. I feel like they have a lot of energy, a lot of determination, a lot of willpower. Direction, though, I feel like the only direction they know that they can make right now is away from person B. I feel like they want to involve person B. I just feel like person A is really self-focused. They have gone through something. With this Tower in reverse and the Chariot, they made a decision to heal. This is how they're healing. They had to take themselves away from person B. This was a decision they did think about. They felt like this was the better option. This was the best option. This may have been to uphold a self-image, whatever their self-image that they have within this connection. I don't feel like they wanted to taint it. I feel like this is them saying this is the better way. They have been through a lot of challenges. I just heard heartbreak for some. Ruins. They are really escaping the ruins that they have just been through. It's like I just heard demolish. They went through something that demolished a foundation that really changed trajectory of like their world, their plans. Again, self-image came through. This may have affected their self-image. Their self-image as well, I feel, could cause probably conflict within the connection, or that's something that they really pay attention to. It's like person A is really concerned about how person B sees them. They want to appear confident, capable, mature. Somebody who I just heard is compelling. Somebody who is interesting, who is talented, who is gifted, who is skilled, who is very, very capable. That really just keeps coming through. They may feel like they have to prove themselves, whether that be to themselves, but I feel like it's projected out. They feel that they need to prove themselves to people. This may stem from this Tower moment that they had, though, or insecurities. They're trying to use their better judgment and bring these energies together to align for a greater purpose. They do want what's best for this connection, and they feel that's what's best for this connection. They may be giving you the cold shoulder here for their own contemplation and their own making the balance, especially mentally in their mind, their perspective, like that's how they see it. They're trying to calm their mind. They may be even trying, I just heard avoid you. If you are person B, they may be trying to avoid you. They don't want anything to cloud their judgment. They don't want to disrupt their mental peace. I feel like some aspects of this connection does weigh heavy on their mental space. And for some, they could be distracting themselves then from even having to see certain aspects of this connection, to admit certain things is what I feel as well. Person A has a tendency to escape. Person A is escaping and then masking. to then appear more capable, more confident, more sure of themselves and in what they're actually doing, even if it means they're losing people or this affected the connection. It's not that they want to lose you. I really get the sense they actually don't. But there's an attachment here, and they don't want to attach so much that it does become toxic and they do lose you. So this may be counterproductive towards the connection, person A's actions, but they feel this is what's in their power, this is what's in their control, and they're really trying to grasp that sense of control and freedom right now. Whereas person B is hyper fixated on this connection. Person B is not happy with the form of communication, how little the communication is, or what communication is lacking. I just heard there's judgment on person A from person B. Person B sees toxic ways, patterns, and behaviors of person A. And there is compassion though. Okay, there's understanding on person B's part of some of the things that person A could be going through or where they are stemming from. There is this level of understanding, but there is no clarity here with both of these queens reversed. Sorry, I hope that's more straight in view now. With this Page of Wands here, that's giving me the sense of curiosity and adventure and excitement within this. I just heard this new connection. This could be a new connection or a renewing of a connection. Like it could even be in cycles of renewal. But they're like, we had these plans. We're always coming up with things or wanting to do these things, but there's no grounding. I haven't heard a word. I don't know if the things that we had planned to do can even come into actual fruition. Person B is saying, I find it challenging to open up to you, to actually be my full authentic self and feel safe to be that full self, because the Page of Wands is a little naive in nature. But for them to feel and blossom, I just heard, for them to blossom and feel totally open, they need that safe environment, that safe, I just heard committed environment for some, but they need to know that as they're opening up, there is opportunity there. Person B feels that they need to know that there is growth beyond whatever point they're at in this connection to open up, in any connection really. I do feel this really free-spirited energy about person B, but they are coming across as very cold, very stern, somebody who doesn't actually want to deal with any BS. I just heard for some, they want closure, but they want clear, honest answers. They want to know what is going on actually with the situation because they're hyperfixating and they're not able to see a bigger picture right now because that information is not being brought to them. I do feel like there's a blockage here. I feel like person A and person B has different intentions for the connections or different perspectives towards the connection. Person A has a lighter, loose bounds on this connection, as if person B were a new addition to a friend group and boundaries are still being set and placed. They're not taking it too seriously. If this is a romantic connection, I don't feel that they want commitment in that way. Person A doesn't have the capacity and the energy to be committed right now. Their sights are in another direction. They're really ambitious right now towards their careers, towards the things that make them feel full, and especially that it keeps coming across with their self-image or possibly their ego. They're healing through something financial as well, I just heard, and possibly trying to mend other connections, trying to give energy, put energy into multiple connections, whether that be platonic or romantic. I don't want to actually place any of that on them specifically because I feel like they're just open. They're an open person, open to new connections and different forms of connections. If you're wondering if they are being exclusive with you. I don't feel like that's on their mind, and I'm not bringing this up to upset anybody, because this could be a little jarring for some or hard to hear. But I say this because person B has wounds. Person B could have possibly been cheated on multiple times. This is something that comes up in a lot of their connections, and they kind of watch for signs of that. And with the devil here, I see them looking at person A like, I don't know if I can trust you. You have, I just heard, loose morals. Person A, from person B's perspective, the way that person A likes to play or open up or be friendly comes across a little triggering to person B. It makes them then feel like person A is unfaithful, that they aren't committed, and there's a worry here of how much person B should give. I feel like person B had opened up. I just heard they were admired. They felt safe at one point to open up. They may have been really comfortable or expressed certain things that they haven't expressed to many people in a while. Things that they even felt that they could have been judged for. But they felt safe to do it. Especially with this Page of Wands, they were opening up in curious ways. Ways that made them feel connected to their inner child, that made them feel like not judged, actually, for their authenticity. I can be my authentic self. You're not going to judge me. Heck, we can go play together. That's the energy of it. But person A's energy is coming across as mistrusting, misguided, I also heard, misunderstood for some. Whereas person B's energy in this connection is kind of cold and kind of standoffish. And I feel like if person A reached out to person B, I feel the sense of them being reluctant. They may take some time to respond. They don't want to come off as harsh or cold. But when they're triggered, I do feel that person B could have a sharp tongue. I feel like they could say things that could be hurtful to person A. So they may give a little bit of cold shoulder or emotional distance if person A reaches out to person B. I don't feel that that's person B's intention. I don't feel like they want to. They want to be friendly. I'm showing that they're really holding space for friendship. They just don't know if they could trust person A, what they could actually offer and extend to person A. Because person A kind of pulled back some things, and they're exploding their lives, I feel like, in another way, in another direction. Even though I do feel like it's kind of like, let me put a string around person B, and they can come with me. At least right now, your current energies, they're kind of trailing you behind. They may return back to you, but I feel like there is a distance, whether that be physical, emotional, or within your communication. And that is their safe zone, they feel. Person A feels, that's my safe zone. I had to make this decision so I could bring balance, bring more focus, and more purpose, even into this connection, even though person B doesn't feel that way. That's how person A does feel, that they are doing a service in the end to this connection. Person B feels like, no, you're kind of effing up. Like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Now we are going to see what the energies are the next time you see them. Person B, I just heard, is saying, like, please understand me. I need you to understand me. There's something that person B has on their mind. I feel like their throat chakra even has probably been blocked in this connection, especially with the Queen of Swords in reverse. And they don't feel fully understood. They don't feel heard. They feel blocked. Like, I want you to understand me, but I can't even emotionally open up to you enough for you to have that chance to understand me. And person A is really quick to, like, act in certain ways. I feel like they're a very action-oriented type of person. They may not like to sit with their thoughts for very long, and so their even physically moving around, that to them resolves a lot more than possibly sitting there with their thoughts and trying to resolve it that way. What will person A's energy be the next time group 1 sees them? What will person A's energy be the next time group 1 sees them? I feel like that's supposed to be reversed though. Justice came out upright, which is good because they're wanting to have clarity then. Clarity, honesty, but it's being reversed. I feel like something may change here, but let's dive into it. What will person A's energy be the next time group 1 sees them? What will person A's energy be the next time group 1 sees them? Okay, so they may be more shy towards person B. Maybe not as open, like expressive, bubbly. I feel like they may tone it down for you, if you were person B, sorry. Now, this wants to keep rotating, the 2 of Cups. So that is interesting. They don't know. They're scared. So, first of all, I just want to say, yeah, we'll go over person A's energy, and then we'll do person B. But person A is low-key kind of scared, intimidated by person B. Person A feels like they have to explain something. With the Empress here, they feel like they've gotten clarity. They're finding their grounding. They're really grounding. Or I just heard like celebrating. That's how it helps them ground. They may be doing something that could be considered like a celebration or something with nature. Grounding in nature, celebrating in nature. I just heard getting more in tune with people who resonate on their energy, on their wavelength. And this is helping them find their truth, find more clarity. I just heard more wisdom. They're really taking this time to themselves to gain more wisdom, to understand what they actually want for themselves and this connection. But once they approach or are seen by person B, I just heard there's an energy shift. I feel like they're scared, they're nervous, they feel shy, they feel that they have something that they want to, I just heard they want to offer you if you resonate with being person B, but person A has something to offer person B, whether that's an apology, more information on how they feel in this connection, why they did what they did within this connection, why they have been standoffish, why they have been taking, I just heard it's like a timeout for them. Why have they been taking a time out? I feel like they want to explain it to person B. There is a genuine connection here, and there is a sense of love here. But again, I feel like this is a platonic type of love. If this is romantic, you may be new in this connection. This may be a newer connection. You may still be learning each other, growing with each other. They really want to have this opportunity for closure in certain ways. They want closeness. They want understanding. They want to have this mutual understanding of each other and compromising in a way that you can still then be united, that you can still come together in harmony and balance, that there can still be peace within this connection, especially if they are trying to offer you an apology for how they have been acting. I'm sorry, group 1, if this video is very dark, then I will try to lighten it up in editing. If this person really values you, they really respect you and what you're able to like create and accomplish, but I really feel this separation. Person A may feel that person B actually does better without them. When they are gone, it feels like person B can create. They're more expressive. They're a little more soft. They kind of miss that soft side of person B. They want to be able to be on the receiving end of that warmth. They may feel this cold shoulder. They may feel that person B is being a little cold, a little standoffish. They could take it like personally, or they're taking note of it. It's like noted. It's like, but you're doing your own thing. Like, what do you expect me to do? That's how person B feels. Like, this is a cause and effect. This is the, consequences of actions. Even though they may come timid or shy, they do want understanding. They want growth. They want honesty. They want stability. I just heard they want protection as well. They want person B to feel that they can be trusted and that they are safe in their energy with them, in their presence, that they don't have to worry about anything. I feel like something may have happened within your connection, and person A feels like person B doesn't trust them anymore. Or there's a lack of safety then within this connection on person B's end. Person A sees it as, I don't know if person B can trust me now. They probably don't want to be close to me. I don't know if they even want to hear from me at this point, to be honest. I'm scared. They may be moving off of their fears. That may be the reluctancy as well on how they will be received, on if what they have to say or offer is going to be enough. But they want to offer that. Whatever capacity they do have, I feel like it is limited, but they are holding space. There is connection here, and they would like to honor that connection if at all possible. So now we are going to see person B's energy the next time you see your person. What is person B's energy towards person A's? Oh, that... No, I got so sick to my stomach. The Ace of Cups in reverse and the Four of Pentacles. They're going to be very emotionally reserved. It's like you have to earn it. You have to earn my love, my trust, my affection, my attention. So speaking as person B, I feel like you took advantage of all of that. My time, my energy, my love, my attention. You weren't even fully accepting the love or the care, the compassion that I had for you, the emotional capacity that I had for you. I do see that it is greater than they would carry for person B, and that was an upsetting aspect as well. I also see here that person B is looking at person A like, this is what I have to offer, okay? I can't give you any more, but I can always give you less. So it's up to you whether you want to accept it or not, but this is what I have to offer. But I do feel like there is an emotional blockage with this Ace of Cups. If you resonate with being person B, you may be retracting whatever emotions you had within this connection. And it's for your own safety, your own balance and harmony, your own protection. Person B is being very mindful of their energy and where they are placing, how much they are willing to give. The Eight of Cups. Yeah, they feel like they have to move on. They have moved on emotionally. Yeah. Oh, that's a strong message. Of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is reversed. They're going to be in this state, okay, and I feel like it's already happened, and it's because of the lack of clarity or communication. Person B had to withdraw their emotions. They had to pull it back. This is my only cup. I only have one cup, and it is valued. It is valuable. And they had to pull their emotions out of this connection to a large degree to be able to move on for their best interest, for their peace. They had to leave something within this connection behind. It could have been an expectation as well. They had to drop that expectation, pull back whatever emotional attachments they had. I just heard it was draining. It was draining them, and it wasn't fair to them. So they had to be a little more reserved within this connection then. It's like they put so much into it, but where did it go? So I'm not going to waste my energy. I have it to give, whether that be back into person B, they're giving their energy back into themselves, and to those who are actually going to appreciate it, they feel. I'm only going to place my energy where it's valued, where it can also multiply. I feel like there's I just heard resistance, and they wanted to multiply something with person A. They wanted to multiply the value of this connection, their value within this connection. But person A was not receiving person B in the way that made person B feel fully valued for all that they have to offer. They weren't even feeling seen, even. They may have felt rejected in certain ways, but they didn't feel seen for what love, attention, or affection they had to give. I feel like they had deeper emotions than they were able to fully express to person A, and they had to pull that back. and their energy is is everything, and it is their focus, I heard, and they don't have a problem with sharing it with somebody else then. Whenever you see your person B is going to be standing firm on their worth. They're going to know that they're going to be good either way. They're kind of prepared for a worst case scenario. That if person A doesn't have what person B needs, they're not scared to walk away. They're not scared to do better elsewhere. I just heard person B says like it's not even fair anyway. I feel like person B is a very generous person, and they don't give to receive. That's coming through so heavily. They want person A to know what I gave to you is genuine, and any love, attention, energy, or affection I give to you, that is yours to keep. What I have already given to you, that is yours to keep. They don't feel like there's anything owed in this connection. They don't like to feel that anything is owed within their connections. They like to make sure that debts are repaid. But there is a sense here, they feel that there's a debt on person A's side, that they have given them a lot of their time, energy, and focus and attention, and person A probably didn't understand or realize that. They really didn't. I feel like person B is very selective. I feel like they're not scared to be on their own. They're not scared to be in their solitude. That's where their peace is anyway, they said. So if I'm giving it to you, that's a gift, especially with this 6 of Pentacles coming through. If I give you my time, my energy, my focus, anything of me, okay, any part of me is a gift. And I'm not asking for it back, but I want you to receive it in that way. I want you to understand and value me. I want you to see that I am valuable, that I have value, and to not take advantage of that. But they have had to set clearer boundaries so that didn't happen again. The next time you see your person A is more willing to find a common ground and continue, whereas person B kind of wants to just let person A's actions speak. They're going to be more passive and reserved, I feel. They do want peace and understanding, a clean break, an honest ending if there's going to be any ending at all, ending of a cycle, whichever cycle this connection's going to be in. They're willing to give if it's going to be balanced, if it's going to be received, respected, and understood. They're willing to give. They're willing to put some in. They're not going to overextend themselves, though. And person A really wants person B to know, I want to nurture you. I want to nurture this connection. I value you. I want to understand you more. I want you to understand me, but they really feel that they need to understand you more. They must even feel that they need more information from you to better understand this connection, or even how they feel as well. It will help them know how they feel too, or what they should do then. So I feel like person A is going to come to person B. They're going to be more open and expressive about their emotions, about how they feel, what has been going on, what they've been going through, maybe even what they would like for the future of this connection. And it's up to person B then to receive this information and give a clear and honest and open response. If you resonate with person B, you are being advised by spirit to not lead with this cold demeanor. There's a real hard blockage here in your emotional, whether it's capacity or your willingness to understand or compromise. Definitely compromise. I feel like person B doesn't want to compromise shit. It's like, this is what it is. If person B gives whatever response and answer and information to person A, it's like that's on person A then. You digest it how you need to. You know what I have to offer. You know my expectations. This is it. Take it or leave it. But person A does want to continue if person B will receive. So I'm going to get some advice for you moving forward now. I'm going to be using these affirmation cards. What do they need to know moving forward? What should they do moving forward? That would be within their best interest. Okay, so you have 2, and I am going to use these. Freedom. I have the freedom and power to create the life I desire. Keep this in mind. Screenshot it if you need to. I am becoming a better version of myself every day. Aw, definitely. This is definitely person B's energy too. Growth regardless of what's going on in the situation. And person A is really focused on their freedom and new liberations and exploring. And person A really needs to free their mind. They really need the sense of freedom. They feel like they have been trapped for so long. I need the sense of freedom. They need person B to understand that as well. That this freedom has to be a choice because it's what's best in the end for both of us, but for me as well. And I have to do what's best for me, just as person B has to do what's best for them. And person B is wanting person A to know in the end, person B is confident in who they are as a person. They know who they are, and they are going to grow where they need to grow. They're going to go where they need to go. I feel like person B will accept this apology. Spoiler. But I feel like energy will be refocused either way. Refocused, repurposed. If there was a more intimate connection, it may be reestablished as a friendship then, the next time you see your person. There will be a better understanding on both parts, weight lifted even on both parts. There may be gaps in between in time when you see them again. There is this sense of a repurposing of the energy, readjusting each other's focus, and setting clearer boundaries, being more honest, more open. Person B is being advised to express their emotional needs. If person B wants person A to understand them better, person A really needs to ground themselves, period. They're kind of like a hyper energy, kind of crazy, wild energy here. They really need to ground into reality. And I don't know if it cut out while I was speaking this as well, but I did pick up person A has toxic tendencies, toxic in the sense of their better judgment, what is best for their body, what is best for them. Person A and person B are on like this type of level. Okay, I don't feel like you're on the same page in this connection. I feel like you both have different needs, probably both different love languages. Person A is real loose and free, spontaneous, but very ungrounded, and sometimes indulge in toxic behaviors or patterns. They even have toxic thought patterns that they really do need to adjust. I just heard they really need to focus on themselves and work on themselves. And it is a protection then for person B to not even be on that level, because person B is coming through real grounded, especially with this plant stemming from the hand. It's like, I am the earth and I can grow and blossom whatever I need to of myself and my situations. I can start from the bottom up. It's just really showing me that person B is somebody who likes to be grounded, likes and values stability, honesty, nurturing. They need a lot more emotional nourishment, whereas person A is kind of more an air element. They may even be an air sign, but they're planting seeds. It feels like a bird flying over some grass. Person A is constantly like planting seeds where they know they can't really grow it. But again, it's like they need to ground themselves. And so the way they move and behave could really disrupt person B and their steady foundations. And your advice moving forward is to focus on what is growing for you and what you actually want to grow for yourself, because I feel like you haven't been. If you resonate with being person B has been a little too focused on person A, where person A is already on their own journey forward in ways and what they want to achieve, the ambitions they have in mind. But person B, I feel, has a lot of things that take a little more time to grow. And that way it's going to need a little more attention. And if you resonate with being person B, you're being asked to focus on those things that need a little more of your energy. Yes, be very mindful of where you're putting your energy. And I just heard, put it where things are going to grow. If things aren't going to grow in the way that you need of yourself in your life right now, then take that energy back, place it where it's more sufficiently used, and where you're going to actually find stability, connection with the right people. I just heard with the right peers. If you are person B, some of your peers want to connect with you. They really want to connect with you, create with you. Someone to like travel and move. Like they really want your energy. A lot of people probably want person B's energy. Person A is in their own freaking bubble. And they're a very friendly person, but they're really just in their own bubble, in their own lane. And that is what they do need for themselves in their journey right now, though. I feel like they're going through some stuff and that needs handled. If you resonate with being person A, your advice is to, yes, stay in your own lane. I feel like it could cause toxic tension that doesn't need to be in the connection then. If what person A is going through affects person B too much, like it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. But advice for person A is to be open and be honest then about it. If you have things going on in your life that are toxic and you know it's toxic, be honest about it. This person B, has a lot of care for person A. They want person A to be honest. They kind of want to like protect them as well. The person B feels like kind of like a healer, and they want to protect person A to know that you are cared for. This is a safe space. You could be honest. You could be open with me, but please do that. I can handle it. Person B is saying, I can handle it. And person A just needs to own their truth in every way that they need to for themselves. If there's a toxic pattern that person A has been reluctant to change, I just heard, or that is aware of themselves, please work on yourself for yourself. Don't escape from yourself. Don't escape these thoughts. These thoughts are teachers. These thoughts are telling you something that you need to actually understand, to not just witness, understand these things about yourself, and then move accordingly, because these thoughts need to turn into actions and not avoidance. So that is all I see in the cards for you. I hope that you have a better understanding of where you are, of where they are, and how you both can find happy middle ground moving forward. And if you would like to see more readings from me, please subscribe and join the tribe, and I will see you in the next reading. Hello. If you chose this raw tiger's eye, you are group 2, and this is your reading. In today's reading, we are here to see what will happen the next time you see the person you have in mind right now. We are going to be doing this reading in a person A and person B type of style. This is to help eliminate any confusion, so you can see if you resonate with person A or person B, and then whichever one you resonate with, then naturally the other one will be the energies of your person. But we are going to start with your oracle card first, and I didn't look at this yet. This is going to be your overarching energies for the connection. Comfort, hearth, and it is the number 11. I did also sense with this tiger's eye, when I picked it for your group, that you did, first of all, you value and need, though, grounding within yourself, within this connection. So it's funny that you also had hearth, comfort. It's grounding energy, home energy, like stability. So immediately something that I'm picking up with this card is that you both value stability, your families, your home life. I feel like no matter who you resonate as in this connection, that's what you need and you would want and you desire. Peace, harmony, stability, boundaries being respected, family members even being respected. There is a big emphasis on family and home life and that remaining stable. I have to mention too, with this number 11 here at the top, I feel like you're mirroring each other, or you often do mirror each other. And it's like, you're going to do what you need to do, and this person needs to do what they need to do. You're both in the same position where you need stability. You need safety, security. I want to say this too. Wherever your connection is right now, that is what is actually going to bring you the best stability in your current state. So if you aren't in contact with your person, that's what's best for both of you right now. If you are in contact with your person or seeing your person, wherever you are in your journeys right now, I feel like it is balanced with this 11, and Spirit wants you to actually just understand that and be aware of that as well. I see a message. Somebody wants to see somebody's kid. One of you may have a child and the other person kind of wants to see the kids or know the kids. That could also just be a newness in your connection to where you probably don't know certain aspects of the other person. They're really wanting to know you, or you're really wanting to get to know them a little more, or that's what's needed within the connection. There's a curiosity of getting to know the other person more. Even if you know this person, it's like they're somebody else now. Now you have to relearn them. Or you really need to know who they actually are. I don't feel like you have a great grasp on who this person is, or you haven't been in their life in a long time. So there's a lot to catch up on. That is the overarching energies of where your current connection is at. So now we are going to find out how person A feels towards this connection. How does person A feel towards this connection? I just heard reflective. They may be thinking about it a lot. Or reflecting, I just heard like on their behaviors or the things that were done. They may think about that a lot. I don't know. Oh, no. Okay. And Spirit's saying, no, you got to take that. So let me clarify. Clarify justice, please. Person A's energy towards this connection. Person A's energy. Okay, so I definitely feel like they had to do or say something that put an obvious end to communication. Or they did put this obvious end to communication. If you had an argument, they kind of put the nail in the coffin. They had to create balance. I feel like person A may have even been done wrong within this connection. There is a lot of like an anxiety, upset, and like I just heard trauma. But I also get the sense of like there being a lot of water under the bridge. There is a lot of water under the bridge, but there is this trauma and this upset, these anxieties. It could have even been sleepless nights that were happening, sneaky things going on in the dark, like moving in the shadows. Somebody was moving in the shadows. They knew about it. They weren't going to tolerate it. They didn't stand for it. Or it could be misleading information. Person A could have not had all the information, so they just had to do what was right for them. And that was kind of cut back on communication. There's a sense of needing more information and more clarity. Once they would have more information or more clarity, they could actually open up a little more verbally or go forward in their actions within this connection. They're telling me that somebody stepped on their toes, having to be the judge and the jury. Okay, if this is what it is then, because I feel like they got clarity on the situation. This is a past situation that they're referring to. They got clarity. They had to do what they had to do. They didn't want to be hurt or damaged anymore in this connection. They didn't want to feel, these are all swords cards. They didn't want to feel. They may be scared to actually feel in this connection. They may be scared to open up emotionally. They may be very guarded. They have to trust you before they can open up. Even if you aren't the person who inflicted this trauma and this pain and these anxieties and sleepless nights, that actually still controls how they behave. These are traumas for them. And it can cause a lot of blockages within their communication, or like you plan to see them and they won't see you, or it takes a long time for them to open up to you, to trust you, to move forward, or to see you physically. I feel like they will kind of cause some blockages. It's stressful, or they might not even tell you how actually stressed they are. They may keep a lot to themselves because they don't want to burden anybody. So how does person B feel right now in this connection? How does person B feel in this connection? I just heard a lot of roadblocks. I'm really stuck on person A real quick. It's like there's a message here that I didn't get clearly, or there needs to be some more clarification. Let me pull one more card. They're seeking peace. They're going through a lot. I just want to say, so person A has really been trying to recenter, refocus. They need to know that wherever they are, there is peace. Like, that's all they want in their peace right now. Sorry, when I channel, I will stutter, mumble, or jumble up my words. So if you hear me doing that, that's what's happening. But no matter what any situation is, especially in your connection, I feel like they had to come to an acceptance of sorts and to find their own peace and closure in their own way. And it was due to a lack of information. And so I don't feel that there is any negativity that's being harbored here. I just feel like they had to move in a way that was best for them, that was going to bring peace. And they felt guided towards this decision to do that as well. And they are following their intuition in where they feel is going to be peaceful. It's funny because it's like everything is feelings with this person, but in this connection, it's all thought. And they kind of have to remove that to feel at ease, to feel a sense of clarity in their own way. So now we're going to see how person B feels in this connection. How does person B feel in this connection? How does person B feel in this connection? Separated. But their focus is on kind of like other things, other achievements, other like people, events. It could be as well, or gatherings, social gatherings. I feel like they had to put a pause on this connection. They do think about it. It may not move past their thoughts at this point. Clarify the Three of Cups, please, Spirit. This almost wanted to flip. And I just heard the want for connection, the want for attention. Person B may kind of dip back into person A's energy to to kind of feel a little burst of energy, or to feel that excitement or flattery from attention. I feel like they're trying to get a better understanding. They're sitting on the information that they already do know. I feel like they're kind of preoccupied by other people, other things, again, like other events or plans that they have in place, other projects that they may have in place that takes like solitude or isolation to do. It takes them away from other people. It could even be traveling for some. Person B may even dream of person A. I just heard like really intuitive. You may have like an intuitive connection. Person A may reach out to person B intuitively. They could incite dreams, or person B may be dreaming of person A. It's a really watchful eye. Person B may be watching person A, or that's to say that they're trying to be really in tune. There's an emphasis on taking this pause, taking this time out to meditate, to reflect, to understand this connection better. On person B's end, there's this need to, I just heard to appreciate, but to understand where it's best suited to place like their energy, or when they should act. There may even be planning, like I do see a calendar here. And so person B may be trying to schedule something out, trying to find the right time to act, or the right time to come out of this state of the Four of Swords, contemplation and meditation and rest within this connection. I feel like this is a really big step though. This is a really big move. This is really important. This is something that person B feels they can't play around with. They have to be very serious when they do this. They have to take their actions, these thoughts, these steps and potentially this connection very serious. Right now, there's this more lighthearted energy on person B's end. But once they would decide then to make these changes, to take that step, take that leap, I feel like this is scary. And so this is kind of a safe zone right now of where person B is it's a safe zone. And once they move, that could change the trajectory of everything. That could change everything. So let me be smart about this. Let me actually think about this. Reflect. There's an 8 here on this card. I'm sorry if it's so dark in here. The light's kind of fading away. I might have to take out my big light here, but person B feels that person A is always going to be there. There's this sense of continuously coming back to person A. They feel that there's no need to rush because they will always be there. Whereas person A feels it's like, I'm already gone. Like person A feels like they're already making moves without person B. They're, soul searching. They're on this whole other journey, and they are, I just heard it's relative. So again, with this mirroring, person B could also be in that same energy and space, but person A takes this connection more seriously. It has a lot more weight. A lot more riding on it, I feel. They may even feel like there's certain expectations that they need to uphold. I just heard standards. They said standards that they need to uphold for themselves and potentially for this connection. I also see person B maybe indulging a little too much in alcohol or abusive substances. I'm seeing like it's all light and fun, but don't let it distract you is what Spirit's saying. I just heard like you have a calling if you resonate with person B. Person B has a calling that they kind of need to attend to, and Spirit's just letting you know that if you overindulge or unhealthily isolate yourself too much, that could impact this calling in a negative way, and they don't want you to do that. This person as well, I see, has a vital role to play in person B's calling, in their journey. Person A could have really played a pivotal role in person B's journey as well, understanding themselves. I feel like if there were any harsh words, situations really upsetting, because they're highlighting this. Person A is really highlighting a situation that was tricky to navigate. I also feel like somebody manipulated them. There could have been cheating or lying going on. They feel like betrayed in a sense. I only take this message if it resonates. And so they're really highlighting this, and they don't want to repeat that cycle. Whereas person B then is saying they don't want a third-party situation. They want to kind of keep it a little more lighthearted. I just heard light foot. They're trying to tread lightly with person A. Person B, they want to release the baggage if there's baggage. They don't want to have misunderstanding. They want to know that they are understood, that they can actually say what they have to say. I feel like person B does have something to say to person A, and they may be worried of their reaction, or even if they're going to be able to get close enough to say these things. Person B may feel they need to meet them in a social setting to be able to feel like trusted or offer a more lighthearted environment, energy within this connection to then speak their mind, to then say what they have to say. Person A may have person B blocked as well. Excuse me laughing. I just see it's like they're really quick to cut people off. Person B may have to reach out to person A for person A to even like receive this connection or take things further to find like a resolve. I feel like something was left unsaid. It was either left unsaid, left undone. They were waiting for person B to act more and they didn't. So person A chose to separate. I feel like they had to. I feel like they were dealing with some other stuff as well. They were probably healing. They could suffer from anxiety. Their thoughts really caused them a lot of like turmoil at times and like upset. It's very disruptive at times. And this connection kind of agitated that aspect of them. And that's not to say that they were holding it against person B, but they were still like, okay, well, this is what I have to do, and now this feels better. They're relieving themselves by cutting off communication or by halting an action. They are then relieving themselves and causing themselves a little more peace. Okay, so now we are going to see what will happen the next time group 2 sees their person from person A's standpoint. What will happen? Person's A. What is to be expected when group 2 sees their person? How will person A, B react? Oh, I feel really triggered. Uh-oh, I feel triggered. Oh, I feel really uncomfortable. Potentially nervous. So this is potential nerves here as well, I want to say. So the next time you see your person, there's this sense of person A feeling more secure in potentially their material standings, or it's within themselves, how they value themselves. They're going to feel a lot more secure, but I do get this sense of like detachment in a way. Your connection has changed. And so they are acknowledging that there's a separation, but there's also an underlying want to connect, or it's them reminiscing about the ways that you used to be close to them. There's a heavy intimacy here. If this is a romantic partner, they really think about those super, super intimate times, and seeing person B really triggers this sense of loss because they really hold on to these things. They will always cherish those really intimate moments. Even if you haven't had many intimate moments with this person, they think about the ways that you are more connected than you are now. There's always this sense of we're not speaking enough. We're not actually really sharing thoughts enough. There needs to be more communication in a balanced way. Person A wants to hear more from person B. They want to know that person B does actually want to communicate with them. They are acknowledging how the separation could bring that peace and stability, like I said again, but there's still this want for communication. There are hidden emotions here. They are saying, they're being very clear with this, that there's certain emotions that they don't want person B to see or know about. There's certain things that person A knows and holds on to, information that person B doesn't know about. Person A may be really intuitive as well, and they can see things about person B that person B doesn't even know about. It's like person A saying, you don't even have to tell me. I already know. I actually know. I know I know your secrets. I can tap in. It's like other realms. They're very, very intuitive. And that's not to say they're using this as a weapon. I feel like person A wants person B to know that as well, that they don't want to use their gifts or their abilities, their intuitive abilities, or the information that they do know or that they're hiding to be as a weapon towards person B. But this information that they do hold, the things that they are keeping secret or keeping hidden, these things could actually play a huge role in changing certain elements of your connection. I feel like these hidden things are going to come to light, whether it's information, emotions. They do want to bring certain things to light because communication hasn't been there, and that's why they want person B to kind of initiate that communication. so that they can be more open and honest, so that they could actually talk about this separation that they experienced within in this connection as well. Person A also wants to say what they've been doing. If there's been a long time between seeing person A, they kind of want to say, like, this is how I've grown. This is how I've changed. This is what's going on. Like, this is what I want and what I expect. They want to release what hasn't been serving them. They want to express in ways within this connection as well that kind of it wasn't serving them in certain ways. And they're saying, that's on me though. That's not on you. It has nothing to do with you. I needed to have my stability, to have my peace, to be, to grow, I feel as well financially. I needed to be more secure for you. I needed to obtain more for you, to be able to give you more. I needed to be more. And for others, this is to say, I'm not wavering on what I claim my value to be. And me withdrawing from you is to also let you know that you need to value and respect me as a person. I feel like they just want that, for you to respect them as a person. I also am getting the message for somebody that they feel person B may be more financially secure and mature and stable. And person A wants person B to see them as mature, as somebody who is stable, somebody who is still growing and has a lot of potential, but is using their potential actively. That they aren't somebody who is naive, that they have value to offer this connection. Whew, now we are going to see how person B will feel the next time you see your person. How will person B feel? How will they react, respond, and be in this connection? The next time group 2 sees their person, what is person B's energy? The next time group 2 sees their person, oh, I feel reluctancy. Okay, well, that's good. Okay, there is a reluctancy, but the 2 sixes here, they do want connection. They want understanding. They want reciprocity. I feel like they want time. An intimate time even. Intimate isn't meaning sexual time. It could be. I kind of feel like there is this little sexual ping here. Or sexual, like, curiosity maybe. But intimacy is one-on-one, sharing time, exchanging time, energy, space. What makes you happy? Let me learn that. What makes you feel comfortable? What makes you feel seen? Person B wants to know this of person A. How can I do that for you then? How can I provide for you what you need? I feel like person B also wants to be financially very giving. They want to pay for things. They don't want person A to worry about being taken care of. They want to take care of them emotionally, financially. Person B may feel unstable in their foundations, or when they see person A, they may feel uprooted or ungrounded, insecure in some way regarding their stability or in their masculine energy. It's coming across as if person B is a very masculine energy. They are somebody who likes to take care of stuff. They may even have a family to take care of, or they may help other people out financially. For some, this is a desire to kind of control the situation. The next time you will see your person B is really trying to control themselves. First of all, there's a sense of not trying to overreact. For some, they don't want to come across as imbalanced in any way. So it's a real heavy sense of controlling of their energy, of their approach. For others, I do also sense kind of like a defensive energy. Person B is going to be receptive to person A's energy, whatever they have to say. I feel like they want to know what person A has to say. They want to take this information and do something well and right with it. I just heard for some, they want to make a situation right. They want to right their wrongs, or they want to let them know that they don't have to stress as much as they probably are. I feel this sense of stress from person A in person B's perspective of the situation or their connection. But I also feel that if person A comes across too aggressive for too long, that could make person B clam up a little bit or become really defensive. Like, they don't want to be defensive. Person B doesn't want to be defensive. They don't want to go into that space. But for some, I do feel this fear then of approaching person A because I feel like they did change. They're still changing. Person B is still changing. They're still working on themselves. But I feel like there's an aspect of their defense mechanisms, I just heard, that they have been mending and they have been working on, especially with this Knight of Pentacles. They are determined to be their best version. It's like, I don't care what people have thought about me in the past. This is who I am now. So I am going to move in the way that I am right now, not by my past self, not by the, past version of me. I am trying to grow, learn, and change. I am trying to bring balance into myself and my connections and my material world. I feel like person B has been getting different jobs as well, seeking multiple jobs, multiple employment, juggling different jobs maybe. Person B may have their one stable, steady job or source of income, and yet they're also still, it could even be like a hobby of theirs that they're obtaining other opportunities in. And so they're focused on that as well. And things are really flowing, and I feel like they're in a really receptive energy. They're ready for growth. They're ready for change. With this Emperor here, they're ready for bold moves, but again, with it being reversed, I feel like there's a hesitancy. This may have not even been meant, yeah. The Emperor wasn't meant to be reversed, Spirit's saying, but it was only reversed because of the reluctancy within this connection. And I don't feel like that's a coincidence either, because when the Emperor is in reverse, it is actually facing person A. They're focused yeah, okay, I'm doing this. I have all this going on. But person A is actually somebody who person B thinks about, who they want to be serious about. They have genuine intentions with person A. And if it was actually upright, this Emperor would be facing away into all the other avenues and things that they are focusing on, that they have growing and going on for themselves, that they are progressing in. But that's not their only focus. Even if this is just on the low in person's energy, they're still kind of looking over their shoulder at person A to either see what they have going on, or because they want to tap into their energy, or to reach out to person A. They want to reach out. I just feel like it's a matter of when. So if you aren't in steady communication, especially with this Ace of Swords reversed, it's like somebody is blocked, or there's very much so limited communication here. Person B is trying to see when the best time is to move forward with person A, to reach out, to extend. I just heard an invite. It could even be just an olive branch with this Six of Cups. Whereas person A is in this space of tending to their own garden, for lack of a better phrase. But they're actually taking in a lot intuitively. They're picking up on this connection intuitively, and then they're moving intuitively in the direction that is going to bring the most peace and balance. But there is this want to speak openly. Speak a little more openly. I just feel like, when is this connection coming in? Person A really always waits for person B to reach out. If they extend to them, they want to either compliment or keep it lighthearted, but there's so much hidden that they aren't actually expressing, so that they can kind of keep their cards close to their chest per se. They don't really want person B to know everything just yet. however that may resonate in your connection. Now we're going to get some advice moving forward. What will best serve group 2 moving forward? Advice for group 2. Advice for group 2 moving forward. Some of those, something needs to come out. Okay, I will take these two. Creative energy surges through me and leads me to new and brilliant ideas. In the infinity of life where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. Okay, so you're both stars. Both of you in this connection, you're unique, you're probably really creative, but in your own different ways. Person A is I just want to say, like, they're a freaking unicorn. They're really different from what is around them, their surroundings. I feel like they're this majestic freaking thing in a forest, and it takes a special person to get close to them. When people see person A, they get really excited. They light up. Person A comes across as exotic, creative, really fluid, and majestic. They could be an entertainer or entertaining somebody in some way, shape, or form. And if they are, though, it's within something that they genuinely, it genuinely brings them joy. Whichever way they may entertain people or stand out to people, this isn't because they want that attention. I feel like they kind of just want to go off and be their self without actually having a lot of the limelight or the attention that they do receive. I feel like they receive a lot of attention. And it's just naturally, effortlessly almost. But they're courageous. They're very bold. I feel like they know what they want. And yet there is this sense of spontaneity in their energy that leaves them like really curious at times or undecisive at times. Or like a horse, how they could be spooked easily. And with the trust here, that message is coming through. They could spook easily. They really need to know that they could trust a person before they can really get close to them and open up. And they would then, keep a lot of things hidden. And they kind of like an air of mystery to them. Whereas person B is somebody who I feel like they shine a lot to a wider public or a bigger platform. If person B is a personality online, they may have a large following. I feel like they do a lot of creative things as well, person B does. Or their personality it's like it's broadcasted a lot more. Or they're a lot more known in their community. I just got the message too that person B doesn't know what they should be taken seriously or what connections to take seriously. Or that's to say that they're not necessarily trying to take all their connections so serious. Person B may be making a lot of new friends right now, especially the next time you see your person. Person B may be in the space of making a lot of new friends, of being very social, or like attending a lot of parties, a lot of events, again, came through. But the advice for you moving forward, be expressive. Be as expressive as you can within this connection, because your person does need that. They need that for clarity. I just heard as well. If you have any emotions like towards them right now, I feel like they're not ready to receive something too emotional. Their capacity is limited, so I do want you to know that and understand that. That isn't to say that they wouldn't be receptive towards you, but I feel the sense that they need to stay in their own lane a little bit. It's like a safety right now. I feel like you are in the perfect space for your stability. Again, didn't I say at the beginning of the reading? You are in the perfect space right now for your stability. And Spirit wants you to focus on the whole. Focus on the bigger picture. When it comes to this connection, especially if you nitpick It will cause anxiety. It may cause tension. It may cause upset if you reach out to them and nitpick about certain things. That's not going to be a positive move. That's not going to be the right move, a good move. What needs done within this connection moving forward is bigger picture thinking on both parts, but yet both of you being honest, open, and receptive to one another to still remain in your peace. What is keeping your peace and what is making you feel whole, worthy, and keep those connections. This is a side note from Spirit. Keep the connections that make you feel accepted, appreciated, worthy, and seen and understood. There's probably a lot of people around you who don't do that for you, or who may use you, or you feel like they're supposed to be these people for you and they're not. It's not that they don't care about you. They may just be, I just heard, like fan-based. Okay, fan-based relationships. You know, if you have a fan, they may just love everything about you and they may see you with rose-colored glasses. So they may be missing parts of your human characteristics or like your humanness. You know, we're all human. None of us are all light all the time. That would be a very toxic thing to be. You need the light to even see, you know, the dark, but acknowledge the dark when it's there. Acknowledge the dark when it's there, Spirit said. Wow, that's a heavy message. Because I feel like there's parts, whether of yourself or in this connection, that may be kind of heavy. For some, you may just be dealing with something that you don't actually want to speak on. For others, it's within this connection, and Spirit is saying, acknowledge those dark parts. Nobody needs to hyperfixate on one thing. Or like, again, I said, don't nitpick at those dark parts. But you need to acknowledge the dark parts in this connection to be able to move forward with balance and to see a better picture, a whole picture, something that can be renewed and readjusted. I feel like there is potential in this connection to actually go forward and still be connected, but in a more harmonious and balanced and giving way, both respecting each other's boundaries and individual needs, but to honor the space and the peace that you have right now as well for yourself. And know when the time to act is, it's going to be very obvious. With this unicorn, Spirit's saying they're going to make it very obvious. If you're wondering when to move forward towards your person, if you are the initiator here and want to move forward towards your person, Spirit's going to make it very obvious when you need to move forward. And if you are the more passive receptive energy within this connection, Spirit is saying, oh, I want to cry. Sorry. Spirit is saying that you are so precious and you are so cherished and you are going to be protected and taken care of, and you don't need to worry about anything and to release expectations of yourself. Release, and you can be yourself. Spirit's saying you can be yourself. It's going to be safe and okay to be exactly what you are, who you are, for yourself and for this connection. That's actually what's going to help this connection. With the Emperor reversed, I feel like you need to build a stronger foundation, and that's what's going to help that. Be exactly who you are. Don't be scared to show your person who you are. Don't be scared. I feel like they want that, and they would actually really, really, really value that of you. But that is all I see in the cards for you today. I really hope this reading was helpful and enlightening for you, gave you a little more information moving forward in your connection and of your person. If you aren't subscribed but would like to see more videos, please subscribe, hit that notification bell to stay alert, and I will see you in the next reading. Hello. If you chose this raw rose quartz crystal, you are group 3, and this is your reading. Again, I say about the distraction. Okay, so I'm definitely going to be using my blue tourmaline to help me channel, because there's this real, like, I don't know, like detached type of distracted energy. And I apologize for the lighting. It is like 8 o'clock and that sun is finally going down. So now that I got that out of the way, today we are here to see what will happen the next time you see your person. We are going to be doing a person A, person B format. This will help eliminate any confusion so that you can see if you resonate more with person A's energy or person B's energy, and then your person will naturally be the opposite. But we are going to start your reading with your oracle card here, and this is going to speak on your overarching energies within your connection. So you have mountain clarity, and immediately I do feel like you got clarity on this connection recently, and this has brought you some peace. I feel like you needed information. I just heard for some, could have been a situation that was like bothering you, or you felt isolated from your person. I feel like this light in the distance, it feels like this was you and they were like so far away. It's almost like you were hollering for them. You were yelling for them and they couldn't even hear you. And here they are just partying or shining off in the distance, maybe giving other people attention potentially. But there was this separation and clarity. It feels like somebody in this connection kind of waits on the other person a lot. Wow. If this is you, I commend you on your patience, because I feel like you have to do this often, or it may take them a while to come around you, get back to you, or this person is at a physical distance from you. And so it's going to take some time before you're able to see them, be in physical contact with them if you were trying to. For some, you separated yourself. You took yourself distances away from them. It could even be states, miles, like you could be in a whole other environment. And that is where you are more at peace or stable. Sorry, I keep shifting the camera around. I'm trying to get everything in view as best as possible. But for some, I feel like you might have taken yourself at a distance from this person as a last resort to gain your own clarity, your own peace, your own stability. And if that resonates with you, this person is such a shining light. You're not going to not think about them. Like, I feel like this person is on your mind a lot. Or when you think about them, thoughts of them light you up. Like, it's almost given me this sense of like the one that got away. They're the one that got away. So that is all I'm picking up with your oracle card here. Now we're going to get into the person A, person B format, where we are going to first see how person A feels towards this connection. How does person A feel towards this connection, Spirit? How does person A feel towards this connection? Hope you can see those. How does person A feel towards this connection? Clarify the Fool. Why is the Fool in this reading? Okay, so I just heard the name. I just heard the name Josh. I know my Josh. Anyway, I feel like somebody's trying not to return, okay? Or it's like, I left, so I can't go back. I'm not able to go back. I don't know if person A is trying to prove a point by staying away, or it's that they kind of left, so they're worried about coming back and what they would look like then if they came back to person B. The Fool. Why is the Fool in this ring, Spirit? Person A may have left for other job opportunities. Yeah. I want to get all the cards out, actually, real quick before I start reading. What is person B's energy towards this connection? How does person B feel towards this connection? What is person B's energy towards this connection, Spirit? This keeps wanting to come up. Okay, I'll take it. Queen of Swords. Clarify the Queen of Swords, please, Spirit. No, yeah. Nope, I gotta use that. Okay. Person A in this connection, they feel like there's somebody who always has to act first within this connection, or it is up to them to make the first move. I just heard, but I only feel like it's for some, that they're willing to compromise. Because for others, I see there was something said that was basically the opposite of that. I'm not able to compromise. I can't do what you need of me. This is what I can do, and this is what I have to do now. So person A had stated something that they had to do for themselves, and it was taking them away from person B. They had to step away from person B. They had to release what wasn't serving them anymore. What they were doing was not working. I feel like this was in a lot of connections in their life, a lot of situations in their life. There were things that needed uprooted. This is something that person A had to do. Person A had to start thinking bigger. And this was kind of out of their realm, but they decided upon this role. I'm playing this role now. This is what I want. This is the avenue I want to go in. And I can't just be, I just heard like a jester, a joker. They felt like a fool. It wasn't working for them. The things that person A was doing that left them feeling like a fool was not at the betterment of this connection. And so they had to make changes. They had to move. They had to potentially release person B, release the behavior. I just heard behavioral patterns for some that weren't serving them nor this connection. And they needed to plan better for their future is what I was told. They couldn't be this person anymore. They literally had to change like faces is what it feels like. They had to release an old version of themselves that wasn't even taking life as seriously as they should, who was probably misguided, may have caused some trouble in some ways in some like connections, or taking their life a little too loosely. I feel like it was causing more harm than good. So they had to do better. They had to choose wiser. They had to make up for mistakes they had made in the past. And if they weren't apologizing to people, if they weren't actually reaching out and making those connections better, it's because they chose to move forward then and do better elsewhere. To take this new opportunity to ground a potential, to see where it could take them. They were still learning, still growing, still needing to know what is even expected of themselves for themselves. Curiosity of life. And I just heard I have to take my chances. They had to go where the energy was flowing and they had to take their chances. Whereas person B in this connection, I feel like I need to grab my rose quartz here because I just heard boundaries were tested for person B, or that maybe person B had to break through a lot of boundaries. Person B was more generous and attentive. I do get the sense with the Queen of Swords reversed, though, especially with the High Priestess reversed. They may have felt cold at times or kind of unhelpfully objective in certain ways. I don't think these things were really expressed, though. Maybe they were specifically repressed. They still wanted to contribute something. I still have stuff to give, and that could actually bring peace and stability. Person B may have taken what would have been this harsh reality or harsh truth and still create some type of equal give and take. Like, okay, this is what's going to keep the peace then. Something was called off as well. If an engagement or something or a committed relationship was a part of this connection, person B would have been the one to call it off for the sake of keeping the peace. It's like, your debt's paid. I can't take any more from you. I'm not trying to take any more from you. You know what you need to do. You already have your own plan and your own thing going on. And you know what? Okay, then you keep your plan. You keep your direction. And I will keep mine because that's what's going to keep the peace. But there's something hidden here that person B didn't tell person A. Or there's a realm of mystery that really haunts person B. And they don't speak on it with person A. Person B keeps an element of their world and their emotions secret from person A. They actually don't want person A to know everything about them and what they have going on, or maybe who they're talking to potentially, or what they might have planned for their future as well. I see. They may be very careful with their communication with person A. If you are in communication, person B is very intentional with when they communicate with person A. This may also be like an energy thing. Person B may only have so much energy to give. I feel like potentially a lot of people want person B's energy, and they have to just be mindful in balancing these out between all the aspects that they need to. And that's what person A doesn't see. That they have a lot that they are trying to juggle and balance out. That it's not just affecting person A, it affects everything in person B's world, is this balancing act. So excuse me real quick while I provide some light for us because it's so dark. I also get the sense with person A, for some, they're expecting to see person B. They know this may take some time, but person A expects person B to either come back around or to see them, to run into them again, is what it feels like. So now I'm going to see what this will be when you do see your person next. The energies of person A the next time you see your person. So I just heard it's like no matter what the situation is, them as a person, they need to keep a level of detachment, whether that's to like this connection or the outcome. It's just like in general in life, they like to keep a level of detachment or openness. For some, I feel like they may be open sexually. They may either like the same sex or maybe pansexual, even an open relationship or polyamorous type of energy coming through here. I feel like they get distracted with work really easily, or they have workaholic tendencies as well. That does keep them from a lot of connections or strain their genuine connections. But that's also to say that they're very selective as well of who they then remain, I want to say, connected to. What connections they actually try to focus on. I feel like it's hard for them to keep genuine connections or to even find genuine connections as well. If they do, they feel like they're fleeting. They may see it's like, oh, maybe it's going to go somewhere, but then it goes like nowhere, or it's not what they expected, or it's a one-sided type of relationship or connection. This is also going to be the space that they are in the next time you see your person, if this isn't already your energy. Some of their actions may come across as, I just heard, shy, timid, but also kind of sneaky. And I just heard like backdooring. It's also meaning in the sexual sense for those 18 plus. The back door, and that way may be significant in this connection. Oh my. If that resonates with you, this person thinks about that a lot. Oh, sorry. Oh, I had to say they love it though. Like it's a happy thought of theirs. It's like an achievement. It feels like something that they think about, or that just resonates with your connection. But their actions may come across as misleading. You may not be able to trust their intentions. Their free spirit may make you believe that they are hard to lock down, that they're not actually committed. Their actions say one thing, but I don't necessarily know if that's like their intentions. Their intentions for remaining detached and remaining open aren't to say that they are not a loyal person. That's what I'm trying to get at. I don't feel like they're not a loyal person. I feel like they have the signs. I feel like a Leo is what came to mind, but they have the signs of somebody who is committed when there is a connection worth, I just heard, salvaging. Spirit's telling me don't worry about their past, okay? Their past is irrelevant in this connection. What needs to be the focus is right now, in the space that they are in. And person A's space that they will be in the next time you see your person is one who kind of needs to just take what information they can get. They are also moving on just whatever information they do know. And I feel like it's limited, but it's enough to go forward with. It's enough to create and play and be expressive about. They're getting information on the low, whether that's them tapping into like their intuition. It's getting information that isn't directly brought to them. That's the energy of it. Now I'm going to see the energy of person B in this connection. I feel like person B really feels like they don't ever get enough of person A. Or the dynamic has changed and now they don't get much at all. As if person B was in a type of connection with person A where they were working together or planning to collaborate on ideas, interests, to join forces in that way. And now they feel like they have to do certain things alone, or they're not able to actually come to an agreement with some in a way that is going to be emotionally fulfilling for person B. I feel like this is an expected outcome for some. They just know they're not going to have their needs met in that way. For others, they just feel like now they're left to their own devices in a sense. They may feel abandoned by person A or left out of the group. They're no longer part of their close group A's close social group. Person B had to be work partners or be involved within their work space or their daily routine to even connect with them. But if they aren't, then it's kind of hard to get close to person A. It's hard to be in their space or even get their energy, attention. And it may make you feel like you have to either work harder to get close to this person, work harder to obtain information. So the next time you see your person, I see that person B is getting their material world very well established, actually. Like this is an achievement of theirs. And I get the sense that they also want to be recognized in that way, though, by person A. For their achievements, for their accomplishments. It's like, look what I did. Like, I'm doing so much right now. And you're not even a part of it, or you're not even seeing me or praising me in certain ways that I want to be at least seen for. Person B feels invalidated in some ways. Not that they don't validate themselves, though. I don't feel like person B reaches out to people to necessarily be validated, but it makes them feel like so excited then. If they get this praise and excitement and attention from person A, then they feel validated. Not that they need it, but that is what happens, and that is what's lacking right now. Person B has a lot of admiration for person A. They feel attracted to person A. I keep getting the sense of person B being either guarded or cold, really reserved and not extending emotionally the way that they used to. They may even be holding back. They may be keeping their place and not being too active in person A's life or like extending themselves to person A because for one, they don't want rejected. They may have like coworkers that they talk to or other people within their workspace or their like close vicinity in their neighborhood or something that they have been kind of getting to know or warm up to. I feel like they're warming up to acquaintances, and that at least may distract them for a time. I don't know if they're meaning to, but it's coming off as almost like they're showboating the next time that you will see your person. Person A may come off as if they are showboating or they're not being honest and they're living some like alternative reality of theirs. I feel like that's projected from person B's perspective, though. I don't think that's person A's truth. I think that's how person B perceives person A to be. I think person A is always moving from the self What will bring me joy? What excites me? What motivates me? Especially, they may have trouble getting motivated or keeping motivation. I just heard flighty for some in that regard. Whether they're jumping hobbies a lot, like doing different jobs, or they don't have any steady foundation when it comes to their work or their hobbies. They're very fluid. They don't see that as being flighty. They see it as being fluid. They're like, this is me. This is my energy. I want to go where I feel called to go. I was shown person A smiling, person B not taking it genuinely. When you do see your person, if person A is your person, you might see them happy and think they're like fake happy. Like that's not, again, the projection, that's not really their reality. They don't want person B to mislabel them, to think and say what their happiness is when they are just always discovering what their happiness is. They're learning a lot about themselves. And this changes as well depending on the connection, depending on where they're emotionally invested. I feel like it takes a lot for them to be emotionally balanced as well. Or if something's not right, if something doesn't feel right, if something's not working within a connection, within a relationship, or even a situationship, they will detach themselves. They will separate and they will do what they need and what's right for them. And that can come off as like being sneaky, or they could ghost people. And you're like, what the heck? Or they may disappear for a long time and then come out and they'll just be like so bubbly and expressive. And you're like, well, what the heck did you even do? Where were you? Whereas person B, I feel like they want that. They want that expressive, fun, adventurous energy of themselves, but they are in a more stable type of mindset. A mindset and perspective of foundations. Healthy foundations, stable foundations, good for both ends. But I feel because of this emotional upset, it feels like a loss, to be honest. It feels like something happened, the change happened in this connection where they just feel a loss. Where if person B thinks of person A, it may just be upsetting. Their thoughts may stem from, this is what we were going to do, or this is what we did have planned. This is where I thought we were going. It doesn't feel quite stable. It doesn't feel grounded. It feels like this person has a lot of energy and they may skim over person B, but that doesn't mean person B means nothing. I just feel like they're very distracted. And it feels like soul searching. They're distracted. They're soul searching. And that ultimately, unfortunately, leaves person B feeling abandoned and left out and insecure in certain ways. Person B may also try to overcompensate then, whether it's overcompensate within their achievements, trying to get this recognition and trying to show like their worth or have it shown that they are worthy of this attention, of devotion. Person B may feel that they were taken for granted in certain ways. This could be of their worth as well. Although person B emotionally invested a lot in person A, really tried to reach out, really tried to be close, really tried. Like they tried. They tried. That's all they like want to keep saying, I tried. I tried. They know their worth. They know they're worth more than what they're receiving. And that will be the state of person B whenever you see your person again. It's almost like you're seeing them through a screen from a distance. You may catch them, let's just say like in a store, or you may see them in passing but at a distance, and you're just watching them live their life. Isn't necessarily focused. They may be creating as well for some. So let's get some advice moving forward. How will group 3 best, I want to say best benefit? Let me say that because that's what came out. How will group 3 best benefit moving forward? How will they benefit moving forward? My thoughts become my reality. Be kinder to yourself. Be more gentle with yourself. I just heard give it a chance. For some, I'm being shown you, group 3, need to offer this peace offering to your person. It's going to open up the space in general, I feel. I feel like there's not that much communication. And if there is, I don't feel like it's honest. I don't feel like it's to its full capacity. There's more that could be said. There's more that could be done. There's more that should have been said. This could even just be you, group 3, offering true, honest information regarding your emotions to your person. If you feel disconnected from them emotionally, I want you to know you can be open with this person. For some, this is just to say it's because you miss them. You are in a disconnect. If you're in a relationship, you are separated and you miss them. It feels like there's something that needs to be said. I'm feeling the sense as well, your person wanting to tell you, I admire you. I really do cherish you. You are somebody special. I don't want you to take that for granted. Sorry, I'm getting emotional. They are emotional about this themselves. Even if they don't show it to you, I want you to know, group 3, your person values you. They cherish you. And if you are in separation, they just want peace with you in this connection. They want you to know that they have found peace themselves. And for others, if you're in separation and potentially wanted to reconnect, there is an apology that may be owed, and that is what then they are waiting for. I just heard I won't take no for an answer. So that may resonate for somebody. For some, it feels like person B is always reaching out to person A. They are persistent. They're always trying to offer this gem of admiration. This may be words of affirmation towards person A, to constantly show person A, you are valued, I do care about you, you are cherished. Even though I feel this way, I feel like you're keeping that from person A. If you resonate with being person B, I feel like person B is keeping their true emotions hidden. But person A wants real, true, honest emotions from person B. They want to know how they really, truly feel emotionally. They're not sure what they would do with that information, but that is something that I feel the connection does need. So advice from Spirit is know what's going to keep your peace. Spirit wants you to be aware of your thoughts, where your thoughts are taking you, how they are serving you. Are they even serving you in this connection? If you resonate with being person B, I feel there is a sense of projection onto person A. For some, I feel like it's how person A is to behave or act. For others, it's because you are so disconnected from their life, their active life, it feels like. You don't really have much to go on, but you're not actually being emotionally vulnerable and open with this person. So then there's projections placed onto this person. You may have seen multiple sides of this person or certain depths to this person. And now they're not showing you. They're kind of keeping a little lighthearted. So you may not know how to trust their intentions. You may not know if they're actually happy or if it's that fake happy that I had channeled and picked up on. But your advice is to be mindful of your own thoughts, your own reality, and how you can make it peaceful, how you can make it beautiful. What can you do with the things that are at your disposal? Especially if you are trying to or want to reach out and apologize. If you were in separation, Spirit wants you to be mindful of your opportunities to reach out, to extend that olive branch, extend a potential apology or an explanation of sharing, just being vulnerable, really. You're just being asked to be vulnerable in this connection, to express your honest emotions, because I feel like person A would respect and honor more that genuineness of you. They would respect and honor truth. They would respect and honor your softness. I feel like they would hold compassion for that. I also feel like person A does hold a lot of compassion and care for person B. That will be honored within your connection, whether you stay in separation, whether you communicate these things, whether you be vulnerable or not, but you're being asked to be vulnerable for yourself, to connect with your thoughts, to understand how your thoughts are creating your reality, to be attached to reality, not just misinformation for some, not just what you see on the outside. For some, I want you to know you are not alone. I want you to know that you can reach out, even if it's to this person and you feel like you need to reach out to them because you're feeling alone, you're feeling isolated, you're feeling secluded. Know that there's always someone to reach out to. Even if you don't feel safe enough to open up to person A, there's always somebody to reach out to. I don't want you to unhealthily isolate yourself, because I feel like this could turn into like grudge holding or potentially like bitterness or something. And I don't feel like it even needs to get to that point. For others, this may be an ego thing, withholding your emotions. Again, that may imply the rejection, the fear of rejection, and you're kind of just staying in that space of ego because it's your safety net. But that's what's keeping you separate from this person, is being in your ego. It's keeping you separate from any healthy type of connection. If you resonate with being person A, your advice would be thoughtful, because your actions are noted, for one, but they are so powerful at the same time. If you resonate with being person A, people actually, they really, really do. Like, I'm getting emotional right now for how strongly people feel towards you. But people notice your absence. They notice changes in your energy. They notice when you're not giving them your energy. And that's not to say you need to give everybody your energy. Energy is sacred. Place it where it needs to be. But I want you to understand how impactful you actually are. Your words, your energy, your time, your devotion. Because it doesn't just stop there. Like a flower, it will blossom and the flower will pollinate, and all that love and attention, or even just in passing with a stranger, complimenting a stranger. You might have complimented a stranger recently. And I want to tell you, they actually really took that to heart, and that changed their day. And that care that you put into that simple moment, it pollinated, okay? It fostered other connections for that person. That care and that love multiplied just by your one generous act. So know that your actions are very impactful. You are valuable. Your time is precious, but be mindful of how you are impacting those around you by your actions, and of where your energy and attention is going. You're not selfish in a negative way by focusing on your soul journey, genuine connections that you do feel or have the energy or capacity for. Be selfish in healthy ways, but Spirit just wants you to also be mindful along your journey, because you are really cared for and people really do pay attention to you. Some people even look up to you, but you are cherished and you are cared for, and actions speak volumes. So that is all I see in the cards for you today. I really hope that was helpful and enlightening for you. I hope this reading gave you clarity and direction of where your connection is and how you should move forward to best fit your needs as well as the needs of this connection, if you would like to move forward with them. If you enjoyed this reading and would like to see more, definitely subscribe and join my little tribe, and I will see you in the next reading.